Good morning, Pirate Prepper here again. So, this little quickie here, hopefully quickie, is about spending money wisely. And in this respect, I'm going to say, buy the best you can afford. Would seem to make sense, of course, but to some people, not so much. If you can only afford $1 for a couple packs of ramen, or a pound of spaghetti, or a can of pasta sauce, great. That's what you can afford. But don't lie to yourself either. When you're buying certain things, vehicles, for example, a new vehicle, new car, new truck, loses how much value the minute you drive it off the lot. That's ridiculous. That's wasting money. That's $10, $20, $30,000 you just threw away. And you're probably paying interest on it at the same time. So it's even more. Other things. Knives, for example. Guys like knives. Guys like flashlights. Look, a $200 knife, a $200 flashlight. Does it do anything more than a $50 knife or a flashlight will do? Maybe. Enough more? I don't know. I've lost enough of both that I prefer the cheaper ones myself. Just saying. But realistically, if it cuts and holds an edge, a knife's a knife, maybe. Flashlight, if you drop it and it stays running, what's wrong with it? I don't know. Being frugal with your money. Sometimes you buy the best. Shoes, for example. Yeah, I can go to Walmart and buy a $25 pair of boots. And they're going to last a couple months. Or I can go to a camping, mountaineering, outdoors kind of store and buy a $200 pair of boots. And they last me years. Well, recently, a pair of boots of mine finally blew up. 25 years later. Yeah. 25 years ago, I bought those boots. The glue finally dried out and they blew apart. That's pretty good. Pretty good return on investment. $10 a year? I can live with that. Another pair of boots I got right now. They're 12 years old. That's pretty good. The glue's kind of starting to go apart, but you know, they don't owe me anything. They were $100. What are your feet worth? Your ability to walk comfortably. Just saying. Yeah. Gentleman at the location I work with came in, lost a $220 pair of tennis shoes. Now, if he were actually working out in them or running in them or doing something active in them, okay, maybe. He wears them around to come to the gym. He changes to gym shoes at the gym. Think about that for a second. Expensive shoes to wander around in, and he leaves them out to get stolen. Okay, well, maybe his priorities are wrong. Maybe I would, myself, I'd probably spend the more spend the money for the more expensive gym shoes, workout shoes, running shoes, as opposed to just a casual pair of sneakers? I don't know. It seems a bit of a waste of money to me. Other things to look at as far as value goes. Okay, let's look at guns, for example. A Daniel Defense M4. Good gun, by the way. Costs how much? Versus a Colt, Bushmaster, even a Palmetto State Armory. They all work. Some may last longer, yes. Return on investment. But do you need the Daniel Defense? I don't know. I can't personally justify spending $2,000 plus on a rifle that has no collector's value and has no provenance and has nothing, does nothing that a Colt for $800 to $1,000 can't do. Literally. Or even that a $600 Palmetto can't do. Now the Palmetto may break sooner. I may have to upgrade parts on it. But it's serviceable out of the box. It does the same thing. It shoots the same ammo. It uses the same magazines. It works exactly the same. Quality of parts, maybe a little less. Maybe not. Can I justify spending 3, 4, 5 times as much for the more expensive version? I can't. Other toys. Excuse me. Can I justify spending $3,000 for Wilson Combat 1911? In 45, of course. It's not stupid, too low. But can I justify spending $3,000 when I can buy a Colt for $1,000 or Springfield Armory for $700 or less? I'm not even going to go into some of the Turkish and Philippine copies. That's another long video. But can I justify the expense of the Wilson Combat version of the Colt? What do I get that's better or that much better or that I can't do myself? Or even compared to a Glock. For most people, that $500, $550 spent on a Glock is money well spent compared to $3,000 for a Wilson Combat. Because they're not collecting. They're needing something to defend themselves. It has to work. And if it's taken and put in a police evidence locker, so be it. Buy another one. You know, police say drop it, and you drop the Glock. You dropped it. You drop that Wilson Combat, you're gonna cry. Just something to think about. Look at where you're spending your money. Again, I could spend $3,000 on that Wilson Combat if I had it. Or if I really got to buy something, I can buy a $400 used Glock, be just as well armed, and spend the rest of that same $3,000 on a lot of food, on a lot of stuff that's going to get me through the next year or 2 or 3. Depending on what I'm buying. Invest your money wisely. Invest your money in what you need. Needs versus wants. You got to cover some wants too. But right now, Halloween candy is cheap. And Christmas candy is coming up. So you can satisfy that sugar, that sweet tooth, the craving. And get it on sale. And while it's available. Yeah. The holiday baking season's coming up. Get some flour, get some baking soda, get some baking powder while it's on sale. The holiday sales are coming up. It's a perfect time to stock up. And you know what? You could probably help out some other people the same way. Instead of getting them some toy or crud for Christmas, if you want to give somebody a gift, give them a gift card. Yeah, I know. There's not the personal touch there. But a lot of people can buy a lot of stuff at Walmart or Amazon or even eBay. I know, horrible horror of horrors, eBay. But if it helps them get stocked up and helps them get things they need to weather the storm so they're not bugging you, that's a win in both cases. They're more prepped and they're not bothering you. So, a little bit of a ramble. It happens. Just remember, do something. Parker out.